everyone. It's been a while. A lot of things have happened in the last 6 months. Life gets busy, whatever. Essentially, I got sick. It took me like 2 months to get over this like RSV sickness. I got my brown belt in jiu-jitsu, and the holidays, had to go see some family in different states, so did a lot of traveling. Not this kind of traveling, but different kind. It's my first adventure since that thunderstorm that I was trapped in. It's pretty wild. Now I'm going up to Spada Lake. However, you can see behind me, gate's locked, so I gotta hike in on this road, and it says South Shore Recreation Site 5.2 miles, Nighthawk 5.8, Bear Creek 6.4, and Greeter and Boulder Trailhead WDNR hike in 7.2 miles. I don't know if that means from here or from the trailhead over there, but we'll find out. If it's 7.2 miles, it's not too bad. I might just try to do that, Sounds like a fun day. Pretty excited to go here. I have never been here before. I read online that this gate would be closed, so just gonna go around it essentially on foot because it's not against the rules. But it's kind of a bummer because I did want to try to make it up to Greeter Lake. I'm also checking out this area to do some canoeing potentially in the future. I believe Spada or Spada Lake, not sure how it's pronounced, is a reservoir for the city of Everett in Washington, I believe. That's what I read online anyway. So you can't swim in it. I don't think you can have any sort of PVC material, rubber material like flotations in the lake, like paddleboarding or like rafting kind of deal. But it didn't say anything against kayaking or canoeing, so that could be a potential. I would need to get clarification on that. Also, no motorized boats, right? Because I think there's a dam on the other side. Walked through a spider web already. That's good. That's great. And I wanted to go check that out, but I'm really tired the last few days. So I kind of slept in today and didn't plan for that accordingly. But, we'll see. Might be a little too cold, but the South Fork recreational site. It's pretty cool. Now I see some sun over here, so that's where I'm going, honestly, just get some sun, and I think I'm gonna make some lunch. However, I don't really see a spot to hang a hammock right here, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. It is chilly. Snack. That seems all right. Okay, 30 now. Got 30 hands. So today we got Asian noodles. They look like this. They are pretty cool. They are 18-hour air-dried processed, no artificial flavors, non-fried noodles. There are one of two flavors that I am experiencing. It's the B221 sauce or the Dream Team Scallion sauce. And this is the BT21. And then I got this little guy. This little guy right here. It's my stove. This was a Christmas present from my wife. All right, now we're cooking. I'm also gonna add some of my Ramen Bay dried ramen toppings. So good. They smell good. They smell normal. Now we're gonna make it a little spicy. Oh, maybe a lot spicy. Seems like a pretty good consistency. Very hot. It's bad. Why don't you guys come and take a look at this? Boom. Eat some solid ramen. It's pretty good. Pretty good for expired air-dried noodles, huh? and dehydrated food. Very hot, actually. That's very good. Wise is important to get everything ready to go, especially if you're going to be traveling through the night, hiking through the night, right? So I have a light, a headlamp, and I tested it right now before I needed it, and the batteries are dead. So luckily I brought extra batteries somewhere. You like my pants? These are the cool Renegade rock pants. And they fit great, they feel great, they're very, honestly, they're the most comfortable pants I've ever worn in my entire life. I will be coming back here as soon as these gates become unlockable. I guess they are locked for a certain season due to the weather, environment, washing out, something like that. But honestly, the roads are perfect. So I don't know what the problem was. This is like cool. You can kind of see the mist rising off of the ground over there. I think it's pretty neat. Ugh. Oh. Okay. All right, strapped down, ready to go. Pretty cold. Temperature drops like, feels like 10 degrees just from over there to here. That's pretty crazy. And I'm gonna miss the stars tonight though. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Oh. Well, it's getting pretty dark now. And probably got another hour and a half, 2 hours to go. So, yeah, beautiful night. You can see it's pretty quiet out here in the woods. I haven't heard very many animals. I heard a hawk. That's kind of about it. Kind of spooked me a little bit. I heard a flutter of birds in the tree line. I can see my old boot prints, I think. Yep. And that's it, only one set. I didn't really feel like staying the night. Honestly, it's a little creepy being out here in the woods alone. Not like I don't do it enough or haven't done it enough. It's just usually when you go behind a closed gate and to a camp spot, a lot of the camp areas that I was next to said that you couldn't camp there. And I'd have to go another 3 or 4 miles in order to do so. And then I started getting worried about my vehicle. So I decided just to have lunch and head out. It has gotten much colder now that the sun has dipped behind the mountain. And I can see some stars before I get back to my vehicle. That would be awesome. So yeah, so much for an overnighter. Back to what I was saying about it being kind of creepy out in the woods. Like, there's nobody out here. I always expected to see like one person that was walking or hiking or something, but there's literally nobody. I am the only set of tracks, and that's fine. Like, it doesn't really bother me too much, except for, like I said, I'm behind a closed gate, so don't worry about my vehicle. I don't know. Maybe it's just too much. Maybe I've just been going too hard for the last few weeks to where I don't feel like sleeping out here. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Who really knows? But I'll be back. I'll be back on my canoe, and I'll be back out here camping. Winter camping's a little different, obviously. But, you know, yeah.